Good morning students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to our science B period. So children, can you say now which lesson is going on? Yes, lesson number 8, useful and harmful microbes. So this session I am going to continue this chapter. Are you ready children? So before start the lesson, I will do recap. Are you ready? So this lesson what we studied, what is meant by microorganisms and their characteristics, and we studied about some useful microorganisms also. So last session what I had thought, yes, we studied about harmful microorganisms. What is meant by harmful microorganisms, and next one is some example also we studied, isn't it? Can you give? Yes, can you give that example? Fungi and Clostridium. That Clostridium, it is what? It is a bacteria, isn't it? And this Clostridium, it will give what? Yes, which harmful effect? Food poisoning. It will affect what? Cooked food. Okay, so these all things we discussed already in this lesson. So today I will complete this lesson. So children, only small portion is remaining. Are you ready? Shall I start? Today one more, that microorganisms we are going to study, that is virus. Virus is a submicroscopic infectious. Say here children, what is meant by virus? Virus means it is the submicroscopic. That means this is also one of the microorganisms. Okay, we can see with the help of microscope. At the same time, the size of the virus is very smaller than bacteria. Bacteria also microorganisms, but when comparing this bacteria and virus is smaller than bacteria. Okay, this is submicroscopic infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells. So this virus replicates only inside the living cells. That in that living cell, it is called what? Host cells of an organism. So viruses can infect all types of life forms. Yes, from animals and plants to microorganisms including bacteria. So this virus infect that plants, human, animals and including bacteria also. So virus is what? It is another microorganism. It is a submicroscopic. Okay, and it will, yes, replicate only inside the living cells. Understood children? Next one. Some diseases, few examples of viral diseases. So AIDS, chikungunya, Ebola, influenza, SARS and smallpox. These are the some few examples of, yes, viral diseases. Now you know that which one is going on now. Yes, corona, isn't it? COVID-19. That is also one of the, yes, viral disease. So children, this session we are going to discuss about some diseases. So only easy thing only here, the diseases we are going to study about some diseases. In that diseases, what we are going to discuss? Three things we are going to discuss. First one is what? Pathogen. Okay, pathogen means that is that through which microorganism that disease will come. That only that is a pathogen. That means pathogen, it is a microorganism. It can cause diseases. Okay, that it may be bacteria or virus or fungi or protozoa. Next one is mode of infection. Next one is what? Mode of infection means how it is spreading. Okay, how it is spreading. Next one is preventive measures, that already you know how we go to prevent that disease. So these three things we are going to discuss in every diseases, in every disease. Okay, so children, first one is, yes, first one is here. First I would like to explain what is meant by pathogen. Pathogens are defined as tiny organism. That means it is also one of the microorganisms that can, yes, cause disease in a host. So pathogen, it is nothing but it is one of the microorganisms. It can cause diseases. Okay, so 5 main pathogens. The 5 primary types of pathogens are viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoa and worms. These are the 5, yes, primary types of pathogens. So children, can you say now what is meant by pathogen? Pathogens are, it is a tiny organisms. It is a what? Microorganisms. That one, yes, it is a tiny organism. Okay, that can cause disease in a host. And next one, what we studied? Yes, 5 primary types of pathogens. Viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoa and worms. Understood children? Shall I go to next? So first disease is AIDS. Okay, so AIDS is a viral disease. So here what will come in pathogen? Virus. Mode of infection. How this disease will spread from one person to another person. That is called what? Mode of infection. So see here, through blood and semen of infected person and milk of mother suffering from AIDS. So that this AIDS will, yes, it will pass from, it will transfer from mother to child also through the milk. Okay, so next one is what? Preventive measures. Safe sexual contact, avoid reuse of needles and injections. Okay, so every time we got to use the new needle, so that avoid reuse of needles and injections. This is the preventive measures of AIDS. Okay, next one is, next disease is hepatitis. Hepatitis also, it is a viral disease. So here pathogen what will come? Yes, virus will come. Pathogen what will come? Virus. Mode of infection. How it is spreading? Say here, contaminated food and water. Contaminated food and water. What is meant by contaminated food and water? Yes, that food contains harmful microorganisms and chemicals. So if that food is containing here harmful microorganisms, that microorganism will release toxic substance to that food and water. So if you are taking that food and water, we will get, yes, we will be affected by this viral, by this microorganism. So we will get disease. Okay, so that here hepatitis, what is the mode of infection? Contaminated food and water. Contaminated means that harmful microorganisms and chemicals are present in that food and water. Okay, so preventive measures, clean and filtered water. We should take boiled water or clean water, and mostly we have to take what? Yes, we should take filtered water. Okay, proper storage of food. Proper storage of food, always we should cover the food. So proper storage of food, that is the preventive measures of hepatitis. Shall I go to next? Next disease is influenza. Okay, influenza, that is also virus disease. Mode of infection, contact with infected person. Contact with, it will, yes, spread from one person to another person through contact. Next one is preventive measures. Yes, personal hygiene and avoid contact with infected person. Okay, shall I go to next? Next one is measles and chickenpox. So this also viral disease. So pathogen here what will come? Virus. Pathogen is what? Virus. Mode of infection, contact with infected person. Contact with infected person. So that if any person is having chickenpox, if you are touch them, then that droplets will, yes, through that droplets it will come. Okay, so it will transfer from one person to another person. So contact with infected person, that is the mode of infection of chickenpox and measles. Preventive measures, vaccination. Vaccination means that medicine, we have to take that vaccine, we have to take through injection, that is called what? Vaccination. Okay, so vaccination and uncontaminated water. Drink uncontaminated water. Clean food, we should take clean food. These are the preventive, yes, measures of measles and chickenpox. Next one is, next disease is bird flu, swine flu. Yes, pathogen is this also viral disease. Okay, this also virus. Pathogen is virus. Mode of infection, contact with infected birds and animals. If you are taking that birds and animals as our food, so we will get this flu. Okay, preventive measures, personal hygiene, properly cooked meat. Understood, children? Shall we go to next? Next one is dengue. Okay, pathogen, you know, that is a virus. So mode of infection, yes, mode of infection is what? Mosquito bite. Preventive measures, cleanliness of surrounding. Okay, preventing stagnation of water. Preventing stagnation of water. Next one is mosquito control. So this disease will spread through, yes, mosquito. Okay, so here what we have to do, that preventive measures, yes, cleanliness of our surrounding, We don't allow to that stagnate of water. Next one is mosquito control. That also we should do. Next one is, next disease, say here pneumonia. Pneumonia, these are what? Yes, that which pathogen here? Yes, bacteria. Pneumonia, it is a bacterial disease. Mode of infection, droplets spread in air by infected person. Okay, when that infected person is they are sneezing or coughing, the droplets will spread in that air. So with the through the air, if you are breathing that air, so we will be affected through with that bacteria. Okay, so mode of infection is what? Droplets spread in air by infected person. Preventive measures, vaccination. Already I told what is meant by vaccination. That vaccine we are taking with the help of that. Yes, we have to take with the help of that injection. Okay, and vaccination, avoiding contact with infected person. Okay, next disease is leprosy. It is also one of the bacterial disease. Mode of infection, yes, long-term contact with infected person. Long-term contact with infected person. Preventive measures, avoiding contact with infected persons and their belonging. We don't take anything, that clothes and their jewels we don't touch. Okay, we don't use. So avoiding contact with infected persons and their belongings. Next one is cholera. So cholera, it is also bacterial disease. So okay, pathogen, what will come? Bacteria. Mode of infection, contaminated food and water. Contaminated food and water. In yes, contaminated food, as I told, it contains what? That food and water, it contains harmful microorganisms. So that microorganisms will release, yes, chemicals, poisonous toxins to that water and food. So if you are taking that, harmful substance will enter to our body. So we will be affected by this cholera, be affected by this bacteria. So we will get cholera. Okay, so what is here? Which kind of preventive measures we should take? Clean food and water. We should drink boiled water and or filtered water, and our food also, it should be hygienic. Okay, understood children? Yes. So children, next one is malaria. Malaria ke pathogen is protozoa. This is also one kind of microorganism. Okay, so pathogen here what? Protozoa. Mode of infection, that is mosquito bite, unclean surrounding. If the water is stagnating in our, yes, water stagnation, it is present in our surrounding, that mosquito will lay that eggs. So through that, this disease will be, yes, spreading. Okay, so mode of infection is what? Mosquito bite, unclean surroundings. Preventive measures, cleanliness of surroundings, yes, preventing stagnation of water, controlling mosquitoes. Understood children? Next one is dandruff, ringworm, scabies. Pathogen is what? Fungi. These are the fungal disease. Mode of infection, contact with infected person and their belongings. So preventive measures, personal hygiene, avoiding contact with infected person. Okay, I hope you understood. Next one is, yes, say here children, next one is vaccine. So what is meant by vaccine? So children, that in all we discussed that all many kind of the diseases, isn't it? So preventive measures, that one word we saw, that is vaccination. So vaccination means we have to inject that vaccine. Vaccine means what? We see here. So vaccine means, a vaccine is a substance which is used to stimulate the production of antibodies, thereby providing immunity against certain diseases. Okay, so through the vaccine we are getting what? Yes, immunity against some particular diseases. So what are the uses of this vaccine? See here. So that some dead or weakened microorganisms that are introduced into the body, so that it stimulates the body to produce antibodies. So here vaccine means it contains what? Some dead or weakened microorganisms that are introduced into the, yes, that are introduced into the body, so that it stimulates, okay, stimulates the body to produce antibodies that can help the immune system to fight against diseases are known as vaccines. So I hope you understood what is meant by vaccine. Vaccine is nothing but that contains what? Dead or weakened microorganisms. Okay, and what is the job, what is the uses of that vaccine? Yes, it stimulates the body to produce antibodies that can help the immune system to fight against diseases are known as vaccines. Vaccines protect the bodies from diseases for a long time. Okay, some particular time it will give protection. Understood, children? Yes. Next one is, see here one question here. Which vaccines are given to infants? So that child, small kids up to that 2 year, we are giving that what? Yes, vaccines. Many vaccines we are providing to the children. Okay, what might be the reason? See here, immune system of the children means that small age, okay, that up to, yes, second year. Immune systems of the children are not yet developed, and also their stomachs, yes, produce a lesser amount of acid, thus making it easier for the bacteria and viruses to multiply, thus making the child more prone to sickness. To avoid this thing, we are giving what? Vaccine to that child. Okay, so avoid this, children are given vaccines as an infant. So vaccines help the immune system to recognize and fight against infectious diseases. Some of the vaccines given include, so which kind of vaccines we are giving to the children, the small children? Yes, oral polio vaccine, OPV, and hepatitis B, rotavirus, and more vaccine we are giving to the infants. Understood, children? So children, this lesson we studied about, yes, microorganisms. We studied many things. We discussed what is meant by microorganisms, what are the uses of microorganisms, and yes, example of harmful microorganisms also we studied, isn't it? So children, I have completed this lesson and I hope you understood this lesson. Yes, thank you children. Sai Ram.